Hello and welcome to the Order of the Perpetual Stew, home to all TTRPG content produced by Soup Dumpling Media. We're honored to have you at the table with us. The stories told at this table will include subjects that may not be suitable for all audiences, and as such, any content warnings will be posted in the description. Severe discretion is advised. Today's special is Echoes of the Forgotten, our D&D Legacy 5e audio drama, set in the homebrew world of Yustelia. Lovingly crafted by head chef Renegade Dumpling and sous chefs Emma Skinner, Anna Maeve, Ian Walls, Kay Purcell, and of course, Soup Bear. Settle in, folks. The main course is arriving. Previously on Echoes of the Forgotten.
Who's ready to die?
Let's just get this over with.
Mother Goddess, I bring you another hunt.
Everybody remember their roles?
Get the ritual going.
And don't let anyone stop us. Including
you.
Including me.
Come out and face us, you cowards! We will stop you, for we are the heroes of Glimmerwood!
A sea of pale yellow and dark iron is swiftly followed by a wave of burnt orange and a mishmash of leather, metal, and cloth.
I will not be contained.
Who's next?
This is our home and we will defend it. Fight!
Every star the sanctuary has produced has been my friend. I've grown up with them. And you'll die with them just as well. Alright, so you've gotten the Dawnlight soldiers riled up, to say the least. By the looks on their faces, they weren't actually expecting you to fight back, and a few of them are looking to the flying orange blob of a general in the distance. But given that now it's either fight or die, they're going to attempt to retaliate. Kai, does a 22 hit?
That is gonna connect.
Roll a con save for me, please.
Absolutely. Is this a concentration check or a separate con save?
It is not to keep concentration on whatever spell you are concentrating on, but if you are concentrating on something, roll a separate con save.
Awesome. The normal con save is 19. The concentration check is 16.
Yeah, you're fine. First hit, you take 9 slashing damage from this one particular guy who's not scared of you, but I think is scared of Aster back here.
And 30 feet up, so very visible.
Oh yeah, you are in the air. Yeah, so that's his first strike. The second strike...
Is this like actual, like, frightened condition?
Yes.
Because don't they have disadvantage if they're in line of sight
Yes.
with the person they're afraid of?
You are correct. That is my bad. I had that tab open and everything.
Not that I think 9 slashing damage is going to be the end of all things, but you know, you gotta check.
Well, only one hit then. Because upon remembering that Aster is there, he gets a little bit distracted, and the second blow glances off of your armor. That is his turn. He cannot go anywhere. This one is going to try and take a stab at the soldier in front of him. It seems like the other one has Kai handled for some part. That is a 25 and a 21, so he is in fact hitting this man. I'm bad at math, y'all.
Math is hard.
Math is hard.
Math is hard, words are hard. Why do we play a game with words and math?
I got a whole degree in words. I have to use them. So the enemy soldier, upon seeing Kai crumple one of his comrades practically in half like a fucking twig, proceeds to return the favor and crumples the soldier in front of him in 2 hits.
Rude.
Out of curiosity, I presume both of these would trigger my held action for waiting until an enemy swung on someone.
Oh, it would.
Delightful.
Oh god.
In which case, not to interrupt the turns, but as this is happening, the one that just downed a soldier, I'll unleash my Toll Dead onto them.
Alright, go for it.
Which is a
I got it.
wisdom DC 20 wisdom save.
Oh, jeez.
A little bit less than Aster's.
He fails, he has taken a little bit of damage, so roll d12s.
That is 30 points of necrotic damage. As that soldier crumples in front of him, just from, like, in the space that person was occupying, just a wave of necrotic sound directly to his skull.
Yep. You probably can't see it at this distance, but his ears are bleeding and he is looking worse for wear. I forgot y'all are level 20. This is terrifying. The other 2, one is up against the spiritual weapon, the other is seemingly just walking away. So the one against the spiritual weapon cannot attack the spiritual weapon, so he'll attack the guy. Or try to. Definitely tries to. He only gets 1 hit. Yeah, you watch him swing out once. It glances off the pauldron on the shoulder of this guard, comes back around, catches him in a weak point in the armor, does manage to stab him, but he's still thankfully up. Probably very pissed off, but still up. And this one. Let's see. No and no. Both of his hits completely glance off the Glimmerwood soldier's armor, even going so far for one of the hits as to catch a little bit and chip his blade. Oh, Marin, you're up next.
Yes, it is me. Marin is going to start walking, just, very unhurriedly. They are stressed about many things, but at the moment getting downed is not really one of them. Towards this entranceway, towards that soldier that they just hit, and is going to do actually the same thing again, hit with another Toll the Dead, so force another 20 wisdom save.
Nope, that's a 2.
That's going to be another 28 necrotic.
Okay, he's still standing, but at this point is starting to sway where he stands. You may have blown out his eardrums at this point.
He is watching me, presumably sans sound in that case, is watching me as that old other soldier dropped, that being the impetus, is just watching me slowly walk towards him as Marin just stares at him. Just, it's not even blankly, it's just a very certain stare that she is going to get to him and drop him too.
Yeah, that's horrifying. That is horrifying to this person who is standing here, like, a moment ago he was celebrating and now he's like, oh fuck.
Yep, I think that's about as far as I can get on 30 feet, so I will stay there for the moment.
Layne. People are starting to get dropped like flies. Are you moving? You staying where you are?
Layne would like to participate. Layne is going to use 10 feet of movement to get up onto this short bench here.
Okay.
And taking the Judgment of the Rift in my hand and swinging it around a few times, I'm going to... Well, actually, no, first. I'm going to direct the spiritual weapon to go after that guy again.
Okay.
Oh, that's not as good a roll as I was hoping, though.
What is it?
Well, with my plus 11, that's a 19.
Oh. Y'all are worried about not hitting things? That hits!
Okay. And so that's going to do 12 points of force damage.
Okay.
So that's my bonus action. For my action, I swing the Judgment of the Rift around in my hands a few times, feeling the power and the gravity of how it handles, and I'm going to chuck it at him.
Okay.
That's a 22 to hit.
Roll your damage.
Okay. That's going to be 28 bludgeoning plus 7 radiant.
This man is barely hanging by a thread. He is dropped to one knee and is clutching a very actively bleeding wound. He can probably barely see from the waterfall of blood coming out of his head. He's still alive, but like, probably not for very long.
All right, so I can take my second attack on him then?
Oh my god. Yeah. I'm gonna say don't waste a smite or anything, though.
That's a 36 to hit.
Oh my god, okay.
36 to hit, that is 24 bludgeoning and 4 radiant.
He's dead on the first swing. You obliterate this man. It's actually a little gross because he does splatter a little bit across the walk. Why are you making that face? You did this! Live with the consequences of your action!
I am living the consequences of my actions. Oh, and with my remaining movement, I'm actually going to drop onto the Parrington's back.
Okay. It's on the wrong initiative. Is that all you're gonna do for your turn? I think that's all you can do.
It's about all I can do. I would like to try to make eye contact with the soldier on the far left of the screen. I would like to try to make eye contact with him.
For what purpose? Intimidation?
Just essentially, intimidation, but essentially, you're next.
Oh. Okay. He's a little bit engaged at the moment with the other soldier that's trying to end his life.
That's fair.
Isla, what are you doing?
Has the general made a move towards us? Or are they still watching?
They have dropped onto a closer rooftop, about 100 feet away. You can see them more clearly now. Their expression's furious, but there seems to be something underneath that as well. But they have not entered combat yet.
I'm trying to think if I can maneuver this so I can get within 80 feet and hide. Because I can hide when I'm lightly obscured. Is it very dark out here? Is there any fog? I'm guessing I would not be able to hide in the center of this.
It is still a little bit darker, but yeah, this is too open to like try and hide in.
Yeah. I'm wondering if I should wait, and I guess I should. I mean, I could take out the other 2 soldiers that are to the north of us if we wanted.
Damn, you can.
Range.
Okay. He seems to be getting closer. I'm going to hold my position. I'm going to hold my attack one more time. Very notably, Isla has not fired a shot yet. She has not appeared yet in this combat. She is holding still, crouched down in these trees, a number of spirits hanging out right next to her in the dark.
Okay. Who is that? That is Marin.
It's me.
Marin, are you concentrating on any spells right now?
I am not currently concentrating on any spells. The 2 spells that I've cast so far on other party members, for what it's worth, in case that comes up later, both Death Ward and True Seeing are not concentration. Those are until those end, so those persist.
Okay. Make a dex save for me.
Oh, my plate armor. No. No, not my plate armor.
If only somebody would have told you not to wear it.
I hear a little voice in my head. I don't believe... I'm blanking on whether plate armor actually gives disadvantage on dex saves or not.
You are within 30 feet of Kai and Layne, so you get plus 10 to any saving throws you have to make.
That's good.
Disadvantage is just on stealth.
Just on stealth, great. With a plus 10, that was originally a 12, with a plus 10 becomes a 22, which is much better.
Okay.
They are not the most dexterous of the group.
Yeah.
So, if you were not already aware of the general's position before this point, you rapidly become aware of it as a bright light begins to shine from a nearby rooftop. Those of you who are more attuned to the weave of magic see interlocking rings of arcane sigils that swell and then collapse down into a fine point. And from that fine point erupts a giant ball of fire, and it comes crashing down on a small group of you. Marin, you said you got a 22?
Yes.
That unfortunately fails.
Oh.
You will take 49 points of fire damage as a fireball erupts centered on this one soldier over here and hits... Oh, that guy's just not lucky. Yeah, you were about the end of where it hits, but it is this whole group of you right here. All take 49 fire.
Does it hit the general zone, guys?
The fire does spread around the corners, but, like, the fireball itself does not hit them. Oh, it hits
Yeah.
that particular guy. Well,
you didn't kill him, but he was next.
I was coming for him.
yeah, unfortunately, all of these people go up in smoke, but they burst into flames. All of these people essentially are toast. In essence, I think they're dead. They've all been cooked, essentially. And from the rooftop, you hear a rather angry but somewhat familiar voice to all of you.
I really thought you would have been smarter. Dogs are normally so good with commands and direction, but here you are chewing on my soldiers instead. So let's do this then. And she drops down to the ground at the edge of the courtyard. The Tempest Scourge has entered the fray.
Is that where they actually are?
Yeah, we'll put them there. You want to shoot him?
Exactly 80 feet from me.
Oh.
Yes!
Isla will whisper to the spirits as she watches this wizard approach. Well, friends, I guess it's time to part the veil. And she'll pop up and release an arrow. And as it scorches through the sky, it rips this layer of reality apart. And you can see the dead spirits crying and wailing as the arrow flies through the air. So this will be a normal attack paired with wails from the grave.
Okay.
I'm assuming I'm unseen, so I have advantage.
Yeah, up until this point, you were not, like, even on their radar. They had kind of forgotten that there was supposed to be another one because you were hidden so well.
So I do want to ask the listeners, is there a better feeling than critting with a rogue in combat?
There is not.
There isn't. There simply isn't.
Hell yeah.
I rolled a 5 and a natural 20.
Yes!
Oh my god.
And at level 20, that's going to be so many d6s.
It will be.
Do you have that many d6s on you currently?
Okay. I'll use combat training with this as well. So that will be 18d6.
Oh, Jesus.
Do you need to know how much of that is necrotic, or does it matter?
I do need to know how much of it is necrotic.
Okay. Separate that out. So that will be... What is combat training? I'm guessing that's just the base damage.
Yeah, it's one additional damage die.
Oh, okay. One additional... Okay. So it'll be 17. So it'll be... Okay, so 11d6 will be the normal damage. And then I think 66 will be necrotic. Okay, so just normal straight up damage. Okay. I should have... I'm going to write these totals down as I go. 81 normal damage. And then... 24 points of necrotic damage.
Okay. The necrotic damage is, I'm going to say, halved.
Okay. Good to know.
Okay, so it's just 24 straight then, since it's not doubled.
Okay.
So that's the damage to it. And then is there somebody, this person is exactly within 30 feet. So the spirits will attack them as well. 22 points of damage.
Oh, that guy's gone. This one, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, that much damage to them. And then to this general, it's 105 points of damage.
Jesus. Total?
Total.
Oh my god.
Rogues.
And she'll give a smirk and a wink, and I will bonus action hide. Or it's not my turn. It's not my turn. So I will stand out in the open. But yeah. I'll still give a wink.
We stand.
Hell yeah.
so happy right now.
So your bolt practically rips through the air as if carried by the ghosts you've come to know and work with. It strikes them in the shoulder, knocking them off balance and causing them to stumble. But the furious expression on their face quickly turns to horror as they watch the spirits rip apart one of the nearby soldiers.
Get to do it again.
So that was a held action before my turn. So it is now my turn.
Yeah.
Cool. Pull the dice back out.
Terrified.
Bonus action, hide!
Yep, that's exactly right. So yeah, Isla will give a smirk and a wink, and she'll move a little bit, but kind of dive into a bush, and I will hide. I'll roll for that. That is 29. That's the lowest stealth roll I've rolled so far.
There we go. There is a name for it. So you're hiding.
A bonus action hiding, yes. And then from the bushes, same trick. Same pony.
Okay.
Same Paraton.
Same Paraton. Yep.
Second crit, second crit, second crit.
I'm manifesting.
Again, an arrow flies out from this. I'm going to use another Whales from the Grave.
Okay.
An arrow rips out from this bush that she's in. Again, cutting through reality, peeling it back. The dead moaning and wailing. Yes, that is a 27 to hit.
That also hits.
Cool. Okay, so that will be this time around, because I had advantage, so it would be 11d6 plus 5d6 this time around. I apologize for all of the dice.
You're good. You are playing a damage-heavy character. This is what she was built for.
39 normal damage plus 21 necrotic damage. And then I don't think there's an enemy within 30 feet now, is there? No.
Nope. Is the necrotic already halved?
No, that was not halved.
Okay. We will say 11. You said 21, yes?
21, yes. Oh, and I do get a soul trinket from the person who died.
Oh, yeah. Now you have 2.
I do. Now I have 2. Gotta remind myself what they do. Oh, nice. Okay.
What are y'all measuring? Goddamn.
Nothing important.
I have enjoyed watching all of our individual rulers pop up as each of us immediately forget about the remainder of the battlefield and start clocking how close we are to the Tempest Scourge. Just no hesitation.
Exactly.
Collective group agreement.
Yes, and that is my turn. That is Isla's turn.
Are you able to hide again?
I don't think so. Skulker protects me from being revealed if I miss. Yeah, so I think if I hit them, I am revealed. So I am currently revealed.
Okay. That's gonna be fun then.
Yeah. Did you want to, I don't know if you want to move too closer to people, because Fireball is a thing.
Yeah.
Fireball is a thing.
I mean, I can move. Yeah, but I'm also a rogue.
That's true.
Famous last words.
Yeah.
I will move closer to... Is it 30 feet within our paladin?
30 feet, that's right.
Where are you?
For every paladin within 30 feet, you get +5.
I'll move over here near these towers so I can hide again when I have a chance.
Kai, you got real up close and personal with that very toasty fireball.
Yep. Yes, indeed.
And also just watch Isla rip through reality,
Twice.
merge dead with your physical reality for just a moment, and hit the Tempest Scourge with 2 shots. They are looking pissed, but without the physical reminder of the bolts sticking out of them, I don't think you'd be able to tell that they've taken damage.
150 damage didn't bloody them. That's
Well,
great to know.
fuck. Oh boy.
Yep, this is going to be fun.
Oh,
Fun
we're
times.
fine. We're so fine.
It's gonna be great. It's not like we're all gonna die at the end of this.
No, we have to get you to the theater.
Oh boy. Kai, he's going to weigh his options between one small man standing in front of him and the Tempest Scourge, and is going to run 30 feet towards the Tempest Scourge, I would assume taking an opportunity attack.
Yep.
At disadvantage.
Yeah, no.
Excellent. Now this Tempest Scourge is looking like a fiend, yeah?
No, this is also a humanoid.
Dang. Just hoping something's a fiend.
Just because they're called the Demon Generals does not mean they're demons.
That's poor branding on their part.
They didn't brand themselves this way.
Oh, that's poor branding on our part.
It's false advertising to get you to waste your good stuff.
You know, there's nothing much I can do from this range. I'm gonna dash into melee.
Okay.
Bonus actions, I don't think anything that doesn't drop concentration on Holy Weapon. Yeah, so that's my turn.
So this is the first time you've ever seen the Tempest Scourge up close. Because for the most part, she stays a good ways away from you all, and for good reason. But now that she's here, you can see it clearly. She's Riftborn.
Kai, I think, takes pause at this. It's disconcerting, to say the least. You imagine these larger-than-life foes, these creatures that you have to vanquish. It's one thing to fight a dragon or a demon. It's another thing to be face-to-face with what is objectively the worst terror that has ever scourged your life, and to see that it looks back at you with eyes that could be yours.
She's around Aster's size, somewhere between 5'3" to 5'5". Silvery white pupils, white streaked dark red hair, and though she's trying to hide them under the band of her beret, you can see a little bit of the same subtly darkened skin on the tips of her pointed ears. She could have been one of you at some point. But she's not. And she is looking at you. Make an insight check for me, actually.
Absolutely. With my +0 to insight, that is a 4.
The expression on her face is difficult to read, given how stricken you are with the realization that in another life, she could have been a friend. She could have fought alongside you. But her expression is not one of fear or anger, but more of pity. But is that your entire turn?
That is gonna be my turn. Yeah.
It is the Glimmerwood soldier's turn. There is, at this point, only one guy to really deal with. Let's see if they can manage to deal with him.
Come on, guys, we believe in you. I give you a pep talk. Never mind that all of your buddies just died. That's fine.
Don't worry about that.
Don't worry about that. That's fine.
Yeah, unfortunately, they are a little too rattled watching their friends be effectively incinerated, not like 5 feet off from them. That one misses. That one rolled the exact same thing and also misses.
Buddies.
Oh god, there's only 3 of them left. This guy is gonna start attempting to climb over to stand over here because he does not want to get too close to the Tempest Scourge, but at the same time wants to give you the backup in case you need it. Aster, what are you doing?
Looking this general over, they got magic. Do they seem the intelligent type? Do they seem the Dexy type? Like, what can I make out looking at this person now that they're closer? I'm happy to roll for it.
Yeah. Give me... Yeah, we'll say that's an insight check to figure out their... Are you going for a weakness or a fighting style?
Yeah, more weakness. Like, what can I use against them?
Okay. Yeah, roll me an insight check.
With a +1, that's a 7.
Oh, you can tell that they are a magic casting. They don't seem to be particularly dexterous if Isla has been able to shoot them twice with a crossbow. But it's otherwise kind of up in the air as to what their actual capabilities are at this distance.
That's fine. Alright. Just filled with righteous indignation having watched all of these people be vaporized. Aster is going to just kind of flap just a little bit south just to make sure that Kai is out of the way. They're going to grip their staff, twist it within their hands, and they're going to shoot a line of lightning through their staff of power. So he's going to have to make a 22 dex save, please. She, right?
Yes, it is a lady. There it is. That is not a D20, that's a D12.
I mean, I'm fine with you rolling that. And if they roll a save, I don't have to roll. I'm glad I'm using none of these dice for Sully.
That just barely beats the save.
Dang it! Okay.
Just barely.
Oh, that makes me so sad. Okay. Well, I still get to roll 10d6. That's not good. 26 halved is going to be 13 points of electricity damage.
Okay. I just remembered something.
Uh-oh.
So you fire off this massive bolt of lightning as if you're trying to spear the Tempest's Scourge herself with it. And for a moment it seems like it's going to strike true. And then it feels as if time slows for a moment. You watch her cock her head, and a playful smile crosses her lips. She raises a hand slowly, and you watch the bolt meet her outstretched palm. The force of the magic alone should have been enough to rip flesh from bone, but you watch the magic race its way up her fingertips and her arm as if it were a long-lost piece of her returning home. That's when you realize she has immunity to lightning damage.
Hey. There is an annoyed muttered curse. It is a straight line that came out from me, and given that there are vines all on the way, I imagine a couple of those vines have caught fire, because anything flammable that is not being held or worn catches fire.
Yeah. Small fires have started sparking all across the courtyard because of, the giant fireball and the giant barreling lightning strike.
Okay, so that was not a good use of that turn. But now we know. And she's going to drop down 20 feet and move back northwest a tiny bit to hopefully be within paladin auras. And it's just fuming. That didn't work. And it's big mad. That's it.
The Paraton is carrying Layne.
Yes, it is.
What he doing?
The Paraton is going to make a jump at the soldier at the top of the stairs. That is exactly 30 feet. Perfect. Again, with Layne on its back. And it's going to do a multi-attack against this soldier.
Okay.
Because the Paraton is not a level 20 character. So, we'll start off with oh boy. Oh, that's a 9 to hit.
That does not hit.
Okay. That's a little bit better. So the gore attack misses with the antlers, but then that's a 23 to hit with talons.
That does hit.
All right. So the Paraton rears up, dives at this person, and Paraton has dive attack, so it deals an extra 2d8 when it moves at least 30 feet. Oh, well, that will mean something, I suppose. And rolled the base damage there. Oh, okay, well, 10 points of piercing damage.
Okay. He did not have much in the way of health anyway, so this man, too, is dead. All of the enemy soldiers, minus, the general that has dropped down, are dead. You've got a couple of allies left, but considering what happened to the rest of their buddies, they're probably not going to last long.
Yeah.
All right. Oh, and the Paraton has 25 feet left of movement.
Okay.
So I want to put me over... Do I really want to be over there? No, not really. I'm going to go there.
Yeah. Watching you all panic about grouping up or spreading out is...
It's not panic, it's strategy.
Very
Area of effect. It's fun when you're the one casting it.
Okay. Is that all the Paraton is doing?
Yes.
Marin, where are you?
I'm up here at the top. Marin is still, still standing, is still in a very high number of HP, but having just taken the full brunt of that fireball and watched everybody else who took it, bar none, die immediately around them. I think sort of the edges of their hair that's pulled back into the slick bun are now a little bit on fire. Having watched that happen and sizing up this fight with the Scourge and the terrifying things that we can do and the terrifying things that it can do, they're going to turn around. They're pivoting to start moving towards the Scourge. They'll look at the two soldiers nearest to them, I think, and still with the char of the fireball to their left, will look at those two and gesture back towards the stairs, towards the way that they came, and say, "Leave, please. Protect the city. This is not your fight anymore." And then we'll start moving this way. I think they can get down to here. Both to get closer and also to not be in easy fireball distance with those last two soldiers, so that maybe they can go and protect the rest of the city. And is going to, as they walk, pull some of those embers from their hair, and probably at a pretty high level, let's say 5th level, is going to throw a guiding bolt towards the Tempest Scourge. So I believe I roll for this. Oh no. Oh, never mind. I take back the oh no. That is a 28 to hit.
That does hit, yes.
So that's 8d6 radiant. Forgive the sound of my dice, I'll briefly mute. So a lot of things happening here. 28 points of radiant damage, and the next attack has advantage. So be that Kai or Layne or whoever is next up in initiative, next attack against the Tempest Scourge has advantage, and she continues moving forward as it looks like she is preparing to close into melee.
Okie doke. Layne, on the back of the Periton.
How far away am I? Perfect. Okay. Layne from the back of the Periton is going to focus very, very sharply on the Tempest Scourge and try to get inside her head and conjure up an image of what potentially her worst fear could be. And so I am casting fear on the Tempest Scourge.
Okay. Wisdom saving throw.
Yeah, wisdom against a DC 19.
Rolling, can I ask, did it look like the radiant damage did anything extra?
Not extra. It did damage them, but not extra.
Okay.
So, Layne, you reach out with your magic, attempting to dredge up her worst fear from the depths of her mind. And from the outside, it almost looks like a shadowy, armor-clad hand reaches down into her skull. There's a brief pause, and her attention slowly turns towards you, Layne. A bitter scowl on her face. You really are a stupid mutt, aren't you? Look at you, pawing through my brain, looking for my greatest fear, like you weren't already wearing my wife's wedding band in your ear. She rolled a natural 20.
Rude. Alright. In that case, that was my action. Bonus action, I'm going to move this 20 feet. Just going to kind of drift over this way, hopefully be helpful at some point. And I'm actually going to stay right there.
It's her turn. I think actually the only person out of range of this is Isla, the one soldier, and the spiritual weapon. So I would like everyone, please, to make a Constitution saving throw for me.
I assume this is a spell and or a magical effect.
Yes.
And don't forget your range on the paladin thingies.
Mm-hmm. Alright. So true, I forgot about that. Thank you.
Said it's con, right?
Yes.
A spell effect, so advantage against spell effects. Okay.
Aster got a 35.
Okay.
Kai hit a 25.
I think, who am I in range of? With the paladins, 31 for Marin.
34.
Okay. And then that one guy is probably not going to survive this.
No, he's not going to make it. It's
No.
I'm sorry, buddy.
So the rest of you thankfully pass this save. You watch as magic sparks off of and around her hands as she brings them together in what looks like a normal clap at first, but when her hands meet, thunder rattles you down to your very bones. It's as if you were swept up into the midst of a thunderclap.
You know what? Counterspell.
Counterspell.
Casters!
You're casting that at 7th level?
Mm-hmm. So if it's 6th or below, it automatically fails.
It is unfortunately not at 6th or below, so you're gonna have to roll for this.
Okay. Which of you dice do I trust? You did well last time. That's an 18. 10 plus the spell's level. If it's 8th, it doesn't work. If it's 9th, it does.
You begin weaving sigils of opposition and of nullification, rapidly trying to stop the Tempest Scourge in her tracks. But as you cast this magical net over her, it snaps and slides off almost immediately. It does not work, unfortunately.
I tried, y'all. I tried.
You were trying so hard. I'm so sorry. You got so far.
Fine, that's what the dice are doing. I rolled good for once, so I'm happy.
Yeah. Everyone that is not Isla, if you are not resistant to thunder damage, you take 70 points of thunder damage.
Oh boy.
As this essentially erupts from her as though she is the center of the storm herself, and you are all caught in it.
Having seen her cast now, and having felt with the counterspell, do I have an idea of what kind of caster she might be? By any chance?
Roll an Arcana, and I will give you advantage.
Oh yeah, but I have a +0. It's still a 16.
Okay. Unfortunately, you can feel this in your bones as it reverberates through you, and it almost seems familiar in a way to you specifically.
Okay.
She might not be the same kind, but she is definitely a sorcerer.
Perfect. Perfect.
Also, she takes 5 psychic damage because she attacked me.
Oh no!
Those are the best.
Okay. Yeah, she's going to take what I assume is going to be an attack of opportunity to get herself back up into the air, because she realized she's on the ground. She does not like that. So Kai, if you want to take an attack of opportunity,
Yes, I do.
go for it before she, ascends.
Oh boy. Let me see if there's any... I don't think there's any attack spells I have. I have Warcaster. But I could just swing with a weapon, which might be what I have to do. I am gonna swing a sword at her. It's what I'm gonna do.
And you have advantage because of Guiding Bolt.
Fuck yeah.
Hallie go bonk.
That is going to be a 37. So we are looking at 22 slashing damage plus 2d8 is gonna be another 6 damage. And let's burn a 4th level smite for another 5d8. That's another 18 damage.
What was the total?
That was 22 plus 6 plus 18. So 28 plus 18.
486, I think.
Math.
46, that is correct.
She is starting to look worse for wear as she, kicks up into the air. Not really caring that she's taking a slash from Kai. Kai, I also need you to make a wisdom saving throw.
Against spells or magical effects?
This would be against some sort of magical effect, yes.
Excellent. Let's do that. 26.
Alright, you're fine. You do feel something start to creep over your brain, but you manage to shake it off. And you're fine. Isla. You're up.
Oh, I thought I was going to be targeted.
No.
Okay.
You're up.
So how far up in the air is she? Do I need to do some trigonometry? Is she still within my 80-foot range?
She has risen about 60 feet into the air.
Oh,
She high.
so I gotta be like right under her. Cool. Okay, I'll make sure none of my weird phantom stuff is useful in this moment. Okay, so I am currently useless. So this will be a very boring turn compared to the other ones, but Isla, seeing her fly up into the air, is going to dash across to this other tower. Or I'm going to move and then action dash, and then I will bonus action hide, which I will roll for. That's a natural 20 for 37.
Oh my god.
My extra life die is being so kind to me.
Yours is being nice, mine is being mean.
Balance in all things.
It's balance. Yeah.
Right?
The scales must come even.
Okay. Oh, there you are. I was like, I was just looking at you. Where did you go? Disappeared in real life.
She's hidden.
Kai, what you doing?
Oh boy, I don't think I have an attack that can hit her. She's 60 feet in the sky? Oh boy.
I'm gonna try to get her back down.
Okay. Yeah! Can I ready an attack action for if she falls back to the ground this turn?
Yep.
Alright.
Aster, it is your turn.
All right. So first and foremost, Aster is going to fly 30 feet to get within 20 feet because Aster is 20 feet in the air. And if she's 60 feet, that will put me exactly 60 feet from her. She's going to pull a cantrip because we want this to work. She's going to have to make a intelligence 22 saving throw, please.
And this is a spell.
This is a spell.
I feel bad because that was another 20.
That's fine.
I'm so sorry.
That's fine. That was a cantrip, so it was all or nothing. But I am going to quicken spell, which I need to mark off. So I'm going to burn 2 sorcery points to make Big B's hand a bonus action. That is 120 feet, so it's going to appear just above her. And she is going to have to make... I'm casting this at 6th level. So she is going to have to make a DC 22 strength saving throw.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
Sorcerer is famously good at strength.
Famously. Known for being the strong class.
Are you grappling her with Big V's hand?
This is a forceful hand.
And what was your DC?
22.
Nope. She only got a 19.
So she is pushed 35 feet back to the ground, and the hand is hovering above her.
Oh. Okay, so she's 25 feet off the ground now.
So not perfect, but better. And that hand is just like on her head.
This seems very offensive to her.
Good.
You can see that she is enraged, but more in the way of, like, when you, like, put your arm on top of a short friend's head.
Mm-hmm. Aster, again, is just still righteous indignation at all of this death, and is just like, just wait. I'm really good with my hands.
Okay. Is that your turn?
That's my turn.
Okay. The Periton.
Okay, I'll take the Paragon's turn, but I am looking at time. I'm a little bit worried.
Oh, don't worry.
Oh, okay. Thank you for that. Thank you.
Oh, cool, I hated that.
Yeah.
That
Thanks, I hate it.
was deeply terrifying to me.
Let's see. So she's 25 feet off the ground, so I can reach her. The Paragon is going to attack her, get right up in her space, get right up in her face, and it's going to make another multi-attack, because that's all it's got. That's the gore with the antlers. That's 24 to hit.
That hits.
Okay, so that is 21 piercing damage. And then we're going in with the claws.
Okay.
Oh, and the claws rolled a 10, so I don't think the claws did anything.
Nope.
And I want the Paragon to just kind of like, you know the thing that birds do when they get mad? They just go. I want it to do that in her face.
I've never seen a bird get mad, so okay.
The little stubby tongue
Oh,
does a whole
Yeah,
thing.
with the tongue and everything.
Yeah.
okay. That's the Paragon's whole turn. Marin, what do you do? Oh, you're all converging on her now.
Yep. It's both.
I don't like it.
It's simultaneously the part of me is looking at the map going, oh, that's, terrifying for one opponent having 5 angry level 20s approaching, and then the other part of me is going, this is bad for us, actually. This is bad for us personally. Marin approaching is not the fastest mover, has, walked to one end of the battlefield, turned around, and that time everyone has started to pass. As I'm watching her struggling against this hand, out of curiosity, do I happen to see the great staff anywhere on her that we are searching for? Just out of pure curiosity.
Of the description you've been given of it, it seems she's holding it in her hand. That is her weapon.
Oh, good. That's actually terrifying. It's probably not good. I recant, but Marin has been looking for that, and eyes widen when they see that, because that is the thing we were tasked to find by the Rift Mother. That is the only thing that we have to go on. They are going to... Pardon me. Marin, I think, is watching also, is aware that everyone has started to take significant damage, and is pushing through that for the moment, as we've sworn to, focus not on survival as much this time. Is going to close right with the Tempest Scourge, and I gotta try. Wait, it's 25 feet up, right? Darn.
Yeah.
Alas, I cannot do a touch. Damn. Well, that's alright. I'm going to, in that case, just directly below, reach up and, almost like they're ripping it up from the ground, cast another guiding bolt straight up, again at 5th level, I believe, just to try and burn her with this radiance. That is a natural 20.
Let's go!
Once again on the moon dice. Oh, so you would like me, if I recall correctly, to roll and then double? Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, that's good. It's good. I have all these d6s. Okay. 62 points of radiant damage as I just, with both hands, Marin has not yet pulled out a weapon of any form during this combat, as I just with both hands send lunar light up towards her to try and burn her out of the sky.
Okay. You do manage to scorch what she is wearing and also the skin underneath it. She is not looking great. I don't know what the fuck Layne's damage is like, but she's...
And Marin will stay standing just directly beneath her, because the second she falls, I am taking that staff.
Okay. Layne, what are you doing?
Layne only knows one thing, really, at this point, and that's to attack. I'm going to make an attack with Judgment of the Rift. I'm throwing it directly into her face.
And you have advantage because of Guiding Bolt.
And I have advantage with Guiding Bolt. That is a 36 to hit.
Okay.
Yeah, 36 to hit. And so that does 20 bludgeoning, 8 radiant. Going in for a second attack. This one will not have advantage, but that's okay. That's another 36 to hit.
Jesus. Okay.
2d8 plus 14 bludgeoning. That is 23 bludgeoning, 4 radiant, and looking at the clock, why the hell not? I'm gonna pop, might as well, 5th level spite. Never got to do one before.
How much was the bludgeoning?
Sorry, the bludgeoning was 23.
Okay.
I'm gonna pop a 5th level smite because looking at the time, might as well at this point. That's gonna be 6d8 damage. So that is 41 points of radiant damage.
That's all of your damage?
Yes, that's all I can do.
She is barely still up. Remind me how much health you have?
Currently,
Yes.
128.
Oh.
But, with my Martial Adept, I can throw my hammer at her one more time with Quick Toss as my bonus action.
Let's go!
So beautiful.
Now, do I think that that's enough to take her out? No, but I'm still going to freaking try.
One must always attempt.
That is a 30 to hit,
Okay.
29 bludgeoning, 2 radiant. What's the highest level? I can't smite twice in a turn, can I?
I don't believe so, but I am going to say, how exactly are you taking her down? Because she had 2 health.
Let's go!
So, 3 hits with the hammer, swing, just trying to knock her back down to the ground for someone to finish her off. And then, seeing that she's still up, just last-ditch effort, fuck this, and just throws the hammer down at her face.
So, you swing out at her once, then twice, the sound of bone crunching where your hammer connects with her body. And before she can raise an arm in defense, you bring the hammer down on top of her, sending her crashing to the ground. Cobblestone and dirt flying everywhere. There's a brief moment of silence as the dust settles around you, before the sound of horns begins to blare somewhere in the distance. From this crater, beaten and bloodied, the Tempest Scourge makes the briefest eye contact with you all. You swear you see the glint of satisfaction in her eyes before the light in them vanishes completely. Before you can really process it, the sky begins to lighten rapidly. Somewhere above you, the clouds seem to part all at once around this gigantic burning mass. What you can only assume is a meteor of epic proportions is hurtling down towards Glimmerwood, towards the tree that stands at its very heart, towards the temple that you have called home all these years. It seems she was only a distraction. What are you all doing in your final moments?
I know what I want to do, but I don't want to mess it up.
Isla rushes forward and grabs the staff and pushes it into Marin's hands. Just run as fast as you can.
Marin looks more affected by that than any hit they have taken at all this night, and is glancing at you and at Layne from the conversation that they and Layne had earlier this cursed evening. I think in a tone none of you have ever heard, just almost childlike, holding the staff with both hands, just goes, No, not without... I not alone, I can't... Not alone? No. This...
There's not time. Run.
You're all faster than me.
Layne, take her on Perry and go. This is what we agreed to.
Everyone, run!
Layne will land and attempt to take Marin's hand, if Marin will take it back, and attempt to pull her onto the Periton. But Layne's not trying very hard because Layne sees the look in your eyes, and Layne knows that you want to be the one to make this choice.
I think you can feel Marin. If it was anyone but you, would pull away almost instantly and just kind of staggers with the battle being done. All of that autonomic preparation is bleeding out. Their purpose is done for the moment. And kind of lean into you, but without going onto the Periton, go, the staff, we have to, there's no guarantee that we, and then thinks about the shards of their faith that have started to break apart over the past few days, ever since we came back the last time. The way they haven't been able to really speak to the Rift Mother at all. How that connection that has sustained them their whole life is fading, and they're going to, just before letting themselves be pulled onto this, in their mind, just very quietly go, Mother, are you listening? And is going to reach out for divine intervention. It is not for them. It is not for any of us. It is just for this staff. Because that's the only thing they've been told to care about, is to get this away from here somehow.
So you reach out for one last communion with your god, and for the first time in what feels like lifetimes, you can feel her presence. It's warm and close. Too close, almost. As if she is hovering directly over you. As if she is soaring through the sky itself to connect with you. As if she is here.
Oh.
But she does not respond in words. There is a feeling instead of firm hands at your back, urging you to go, to leave.
For us to leave?
Yeah, she's seemingly urging you to leave.
I think it's that beat of realizing that this communion is possible, that it's happening right now, and that it is this terrible thing coming to claim everything. That, Layne, you just feel Marin just stops moving and doesn't let you pull her further, and just slowly, still holding on to you, just sinks down to the ground in this crater and stares forward blankly. She's here. She is here for us.
You all expect to feel the impact soon. The normally cool air grows hotter and more oppressive the closer this giant flaming mass gets to Glimmerwood. You almost expect this end to be the same as all the others. You expect the heat, or the impact, or something. But nothing comes. Your vision goes white, and you feel weightless and warm, like children being carried up to their beds after a long day. And when you wake, one by one, as you always have, you're not in the room that you have grown accustomed to. You're surrounded by friends or family, or perhaps you wake alone. And as you scrub the bleariness from your eyes, the entire dream slips away from you, barely a whisper in the back of your minds, and becoming more distant with each passing moment until it is forgotten completely. And somewhere in the distance, a foghorn begins to blare, marking the opening of the final day of the Feast of Opened Paths.
Thanks for dining with us today, folks. We sincerely hope you enjoyed today's offerings. And if you're hungry for more, well, you'll just have to come back next month, now won't you? Until then, you can follow our cast and crew on social media, all links in the description, and check out everything our heroes are up to in the interim. Until next time, stay safe, travelers.